That girl's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. That girl's a killer. I know she's a killer. I know it. Okay, she got my attention. I was just out driving when she looked up in my direction. Now my heart started pumping. Wanna know why my head is thumping. All she doing is looking, but I should've kept my eyes on the road. Crash, now I'm on the floor. Last thing I see before I pass out is she tryna help me out.
This girl is a killer. This girl is such a killer.
Last thing I see before I pass out, she just tryna help me out. Now I wake up from my slumber laying down, but I still wonder how I end up at the doctor. The pain is getting sharper, but I look up and I see my wife who's soon to be walking right over to me. I guess she came to check up on me. She's a killer. She's a killer. That girl's a killer. I know she's a killer. I know she's a killer. Don't trust her. She's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. A killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. That girl's a killer. I know she's a killer. I know that. Now we speaking to each other. She started getting bolder. Put her hand up on my shoulder. She asked me, do I like her? I said, well, I guess so. You're the reason that I froze, that I flipped off of the road, thought I was gonna explode. She laughed and gave me her number, told me to call when I'm better. She said she'll come grab me later, just me and her together. I'm like, well, okay, I'm not gonna trip anyway. You helped me and you built like Addison Rae. She's a killer. She's a killer. That girl's a killer. She's a killer. She's a killer. Boy, what I tell ya? She's a killer. I know she's a killer. I know she's a killer. A killer. 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 She's a killer. A murder. She commits murder on the daily. No trust that little baby. She's a killer. 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 Don't trust her. She's a killer. I know she's a killer. I know. Now we just out having fun. I'm the bullet, she the gun, and she calling me her hun. I guess it's said and done. Now we got back to my house. We had sex and then I'm out. I was sleeping like a mouse, but then what happened made me shout. I woke up, gun to my head. She said she robbing me and she want me dead. Got her off of me, then I called the police instead. Well, I guess this girl is a killer.